lovelies, it's Anora from Tenora here. How are you all this evening? It's Saturday tea time. I'm in my 30s. I'm in my early 30s. Yay! What? No, I am in my early 30s because this is SmallBiz100, episode 31. 31! See? Early 30s, told you. And that's because I don't lie, because I am Scotland's most trusted beauty salon of 2020. And I've only got a few months left to tell you that, so obviously I'm going to tell you that as often as I can. So, how are you all today? And the reason I'm asking that question is because today is Mental Health Awareness Day. So, I just wanted to say that I am here if anyone wants to contact me if they're feeling a bit low or need a little bit of support. I'm always willing to listen. I think probably most of my highly lovelies know that already, but it's always worth saying it out loud because we can kind of tend to assume that people know what we're thinking and people don't always know what we're thinking. So what else would I say? So I would also say that if you don't want to reach out to me, you could reach out to someone else. You could reach out to a friend, a close friend, or a family member. Or sometimes you can reach out to someone a little bit removed, because sometimes it's easier to discuss how you're feeling with someone who's not quite so closely connected to your home life. And obviously there's professional help as well. But if you do reach out to a close friend or a family member and they don't quite respond the way that you are hoping they'll respond, you know, they're not able to give you that help and support, it might be one of two things. It might be that they're just not able to. We all have a friend or a family member maybe that, you know, they just can't go to the hospital to visit someone if they're hurt. And it's because they're hurt by that person's hurt. They can't deal with it. They can't take it on. So just be aware that it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean they don't care about you. They don't not love you. You know, that they don't want to support you. They're just not able to. So they just can't do it. Some people just they haven't got that. So if you ask someone and they can't help you, or they're unable to support you, or don't respond the way you want to, unless it's a case of them telling you something you don't really want to hear and you're just ignoring them, move on. Just ask another family member or another close friend or someone else that is able to help you. You know, someone will help. There's always help. And the second reason why they might not respond in the way that you would hope they would respond is because they might also be struggling. And I think this might be more prevalent now than it has been before, because so many people have had such a tough time, are still having a tough time, and will be having a tough time for quite a while to go yet. So we just all have to try and be aware of that. So honestly, if you ask for help and the person can't help you, just try and find someone else who can, because there will be someone, and there will be someone like myself who's willing to listen. So what else? Well, I'm quite a positive person, as most of you who know me know. So what sort of things might I do to lift my spirits? Well, one of my favourite things is to watch comedies. I love comedies, so I will watch comedies. Sometimes I find it even better if I've seen it before, because I know where the joke is coming and I'm all ready to laugh, you know. And you might think, oh, that won't work because I'm feeling really down, but actually it can, because you just get lifted along by it sometimes, you know. And then there's other things. You could go out for a walk, and that's free, because if you've got money troubles, maybe, what better? If you go out and about now, the colours are absolutely gorgeous. The trees are stunning, absolutely beautiful. In fact, I meant to take a picture of the Tenora tree today, because it's just like, wow! But I forgot, sorry. And I bet it's windy tonight, or it'll be heavy rain, and the leaves are just hanging on, I think, judging by the colour of them. But if not, I will try and get a photo of that to post you tomorrow, and you'll look at it and you'll go, oh, that's beautiful. And that second is 1 second of happiness that you wouldn't have had otherwise. So that brings me on to my next thing. My next thing is try and go and do a kindness for someone. It does two things. One, if you do a kindness for someone else, it makes you feel better. And this is actually proven. This is a proven fact. This isn't me waffling like I usually am. This is a proven fact. So if you go and do a kindness unexpectedly for someone, it's great because it makes you feel better. But you know what? It makes that's the second thing, is it makes that person feel better. Because they think, oh, life isn't so bad. It isn't so bad. And sometimes when things are really tough, that one wee thing can be just the thing that shifts their direction. So, we all have to do our part. So do a kindness. So I'm going to ask you to go out and do a kindness. It could be anything. So if you see a young mum struggling to get a trolley out of the trolley bay because someone else has stuck the wrong kind of trolley in front, go and pull that trolley out of the way so she can get her baby in without struggling. That's a kindness. There's plenty of hand gel at all the supermarkets. Come on, we can all help each other. Just because there's a pandemic on doesn't mean to say we have to get mean, does it? So that's it really. The other thing I would say is try and be aware of your surroundings. For example, in Inverness is a beautiful city and we just don't see it. And we're not actually very good at blowing the trumpet for Inverness. Well, I do it. Do-do-do. Inverness has got some beautiful spires and bell towers and actually some really nice old buildings. In fact, I was looking at a building the other day. I can't remember which building it was. I think it was on Academy Street. And so it was in the 1930s. So it was an Art Deco building. I'm sure it was. So maybe someone can tell me what building that was. But, so there's, just look up. Just look up. Change your perspective. So just shifting. That's what we have to do with mental health. We just have to shift our perspective just a little bit. Just a little bit. But, that can just change the way you see things. And suddenly you're walking down Academy Street and it seems like quite a long street to walk down, but you look up at something and you think, actually, I don't mind walking down this street. It's not so bad and it's not so hard. Now, if you really haven't got anyone else, or you don't want to speak to someone close to you, you can always go to your GP. They will help you. And yes, everybody's saying mental health is in crisis, and I'm sure it is. But so's the National Health Service at the moment. But do you know what? Everyone is out there doing their best. And so don't be scared to approach for help. Honestly, please don't. And that's it really. It's Saturday night tea time. It's already dark. And that's it. I'm going to wind it up. I'm hoping I bumped into a lady today. If she's watching, she'll know exactly who she is. And she's quite a positive thinker. So I'm going to get her on the show. She's kind of agreed, but I'm going to put her on the spot and she's going to be on the show. Because that's what I do. And I've got a couple of other interesting interviews coming up, so I'm looking forward to that. So next week will be a good week, folks. And like I said, I'm here, I'm listening. So don't be down, get in touch. There's always someone else about to help. Okay, bye.